What's up, my loves? It's your girl Diamond. I'm back on the all-new episode of Family and Fiancé. First of all, happy Halloween. Let's start off with Deion and Rome. Should I wear my sweater? Hold on, y'all. Be right back. Hey, y'all. I'm back. Had to get my sweater for the spirit of Halloween. Halloween Town. Yes, one of my favorite Disney Channel original movies. Especially, I'm a '90s kid. Grew up in the '90s. Loved all of the '90s Disney movies. Still do to this day. Anyway, so Family and Fiance, Deion and Rome. Deion and Rome are such a cute, adorable couple. So the start of how they met, Rome was in the kitchen singing a song and his mom recorded him. And she put it on social media or YouTube and it got viral and Deion liked it. He found a way to hit him up and they have been together for over 2 years. Was it 2 years? Yeah, have been together for 2 years. No, they've been engaged for 2 years, and now they just can't wait to be married. So, I love their fashion. Their fashion had me all through this episode. The patch color on Rome's suit with the leopard and the regular blaze, and for Deion, he had this really, was it the golden number or the blue number that he had on? It was a really cute outfit. I lived for it. So. They meet with Tracy. They met at a Waffle House, and it was the first date. They had such a great conversation, and in the middle of having a great conversation, it felt like it was just them two in the restaurant, and they were sitting in the middle of the restaurant, and it was just like they was in their own little world, their own little bubble. And what really solidified their connection was they both loved to sing, and they were singing all through this episode, and I loved it. I loved it. They even sung a little snippet of their original song in front of Tracy. I was here for it. So here for it. They got engaged in 2019. So the purpose is for everybody to meet because no one knows that they're engaged. Not a soul. But I do believe it's apparent that they know that they're dating, but they don't know that they've gotten engaged. Why? Because we got some family members coming in that are not fully adjusted of their union, especially his mother. His mother does not like that he's gay. So the fact that this is going to be another thing that she will not accept, will not understand, that her son is gay, but also about to be married to another man. And of course, he's talking about what led to their relationship getting a little bit strained, especially when it comes to who he has in his life, romantic wise. When she found out he was gay, he was coming home from a date. He gave him a kiss, and she saw him. When he came into the door, she threw her Bible at him. It hit him across the face. She was obviously not speaking in tongues, but reciting quotes. How God's not going to do like this. You're going to smite, all this type of stuff. Like, oh, yeah, like the Bible will not understand. The Bible won't allow this. This is not the wrath. This is not the will of God. All that type of stuff that she was throwing at him. And it is sad that they gotta be over the age of 30 right now. And the fact that the mother is still not in any acceptable stage of realizing your son's gay, there's no changing, there's no conversion. You're just gonna have to deal with it. But of course there's more to it than that. But it really pissed me off with the mother in this episode. So Tracy gives them tasks, red hot questions for Rome to give to Deion's family, and give us the facts for Deion to give to Rome's family. And when the families come in the door, it's all hugs and laughs like we've seen each other for years. And this is the first time they're meeting. So in the atmosphere of getting to know everybody, it was such a good moment. So now they're like, okay, we're starting off with a good foot. Is it going to stay like this once we tell them we're engaged? Even in the midst of them getting prepared for the family meeting, they was in a corner and they had to take off each other's rings so they can hide it so they won't know that they're engaged. Not yet. So we're meeting with the members of the family. On Rome's side, we got his mother, Lenora, his best friend, Ashley, and his father, Wallace. On Deion's family, we got his mother, Amelia, his sister, Carisha, and his father, Daryl. So, of course, they open up with, hey, everybody, we're so happy you guys are here. And it was so cute how both of them at the same time reached into their pockets and said, we're engaged. I was like, oh, that's cute. The look on his mother's face, Rome's mother, instant drop. She was like, I don't like this. Of course, go around the room so they can look at the concerns. We go to Rome's family. His mother, she Was it Lenore? Yeah. So we get to his mother. She instantly say, no parent wants their child to be gay or be born gay and all this and that. And instantly Rome starts crying because it's still touchy and it's still sensitive and it's still a very heartfelt, not a heartfelt. Where's the word I'm trying to find? It still hurts that his mother does not approve or does not accept him being gay. And she's constantly quoting the Bible, what God won't allow. God is not this. God is not of that. There's no homosexuality in the Bible. God don't like that. And it's just kind of like, damn, mother, like, you can't just look how happy he is. Rome looks really happy, in my opinion, with Deion. And I really couldn't even understand that what was her concerns for the union. It wasn't about the union. It was about how she felt. She don't like it. So we get to his best friend Ashley. Her concern is getting to know Deion more and for Deion to come around the family more. Or Rome at that matter, for both of them. But we know why he won't. Because the mother doesn't give them enough space, enough love, enough support for him to come around. Because she's going to feel like everybody's going to be looking at her like, oh my God, that's Lenore, her gay son. He brought his partner over here. You see that? That's how she's going to look at it. She's looking at herself. And I don't like that. His father, Wallace. We find out that Wallace, his father, have been MIA for the past 4 years. I don't know what was the reason. I'm trying to understand, what was it, because he was gay, or was it because I don't know, the relationship between the mother wasn't good, but something else happened. I think I might understand once I get to the end of it. So, of course, where is it? Yeah. Oh yeah, he has the same concerns as Ashley. Of course, there's been some, past trauma between both of us. I haven't been around for the last 4 years, but I also want you to realize that you have people back home that would like to see you more. So we get to Deion's family, his mother. Her concern is their financial stability and how they're making sure they really are for each other. Carisha, her concern is the same thing, financial stability. And we'll be sure that you guys have, time to build your dreams, but also make a way for you guys to still bring money to the table, bring money to the house. His father, Daryl, his two concerns is, how does your son feel about marrying my son? And don't forget, you got a lot of people back home that would like to hear from you. So they spread apart. They give us, the task. The first question was to, was it to Rome? No, oh yeah, it was to Rome. What would you like to accomplish within the next 5 to 10 years? Pretty much continuing their music career, building their company, and going for their dreams. We find out they have a fashion company, and they're also entertainment. So they're singers, of course. And the mother still in the same wavelength. And it's like she kept on bringing in a statement before asking the question to pretty much, make sure that her concerns are very well known, very well out in the open. I'm not letting this go. I don't agree with same-sex marriage. How do you feel about that? And can you respect how I feel? I love the way Deion answered her. He understands how you feel, but he doesn't agree with that, because for you to say no parent wants their child to be that, what do you mean by that? Like, it's just a negative way of saying that because your son is gay, that's bad. That's like a disease. Like you catch it. It's contagious. You didn't want to be a part of it, which is very, very nasty. And it's sad. You're thinking about that about your son. You don't love your son enough to still want to understand him, love him. You can have your opinions about how you feel, but at the same point in time, you're going to have to get with the norm. Because there are too many parents who pretty much bully their kids to be out of their lives because they don't understand how they want to live. They don't understand how they feel. And if this is who I am, and you don't want to accept it, they leave and never come back. And then something happens and you want to feel like it wasn't my... Oh, okay. I have no idea what happened. But back to what I was saying. When it comes to you trying to pretty much control how your kids' lives are when they tell you something about them and you don't want to understand, you don't want to find a way to understand, you pretty much still try to, have them be who you expected them to be. And when they don't follow it, you treat them like they're not your kids. You treat them like, I don't know what to do. I don't know. And then when something happens, now you want to say, oh, I wish I would have, or if this wouldn't happen, if he just did this. I'm like, no. He or she has told you who they were from the beginning. You did not take the time to understand, learn, and be willing to still be there despite your beliefs, despite how you feel. You need to still open up your mind to hear something else that you might not understand, but you want to understand it. So it's just like, be careful with that. And this is, I feel like, the path of what Romans and his mom are going for. So, yeah, and Deion pretty much said, listen, the way I love your son, I will put my life on the line for him. That's how much I love him. And the fact that you're not even looking at it as love, as, oh my God, this union is so special. My son is so happy. You are like, that. Don't like that. That's dismissing. That's dismissing your son's love. That's dismissing your son's beliefs. That's not even beliefs. That's dismissing your son. And you guys can't have a better relationship if you're constantly doubting, or you're constantly like throwing down what he wants. This is what he wants, so you're not giving the space to believe him, support him, or understand him. It was asked for Rome, how long y'all been engaged? 2 years. Of course, his family was surprised because when he told his mother he was gay, it kind of scarred him to pretty much, say anything about any part of his life, because obviously the mom was waiting for him to come back and say, Mommy, it was a phase. I'm not gay no more. It's okay. No. That's what she was waiting on. But no. It's always the Bible thumping, quotes from the Bible. That's not what God wants. So he pretty much, backed away from any of that. We can't have anything else to talk about besides, you don't like me being gay? Can we talk about how you are, how we are? We could. Nope. Nope. So, it was a question that was asked of Rome's father to Deion. Well, if I see you in 5 years, and before I think it was even like completed, will I see you again in 5 years? Will this situation, will this relationship can last in the next 5 years? And Deion say, I can ask you the same question. Will I see you in 5 years? Because he and Rome have been together for 6 years, and he has not seen him not one time. And if I had a child somewhere in the world, I will go out of my way to get in contact with them. I would not let my child walk around on this earth, not realize they have a father or a mother that wants to talk to them, that wants to get to know them. You know I exist. Why aren't you reaching out and talking to me? And why should I, the child, reach out to my father? No. Parent, come see. Something's going on over there. I don't know what's happening, but basically, it's just like, how can you have so much to say about how about, your son when you were gone for 4 years? So it's kind of like, you really don't have much to say, and I don't even know if I should value your opinion when it comes to marrying your son, because you haven't been there. So it was asked of Deion, do you have a problem working a 9 to 5? No, to Rome, do you have a problem working a 9 to 5? And, well, Rome don't, because he brings up working a 9 to 5 to Deion, but of course Deion battles it and say, no, I don't want to. That's not going to change how I feel. I want to pursue my dreams, and I need to be steadfast, and this needs to be our main priority. And, his sister said, listen, there's nothing wrong with pursuing your dreams, but you want to still have some type of side hustle in between that, so you guys can't worry about struggling. Like at the end of the day, I'm not saying you have to work 7 days a week. No, just something small. You can do Uber Eats or Uber period, DoorDash, something that's not going to take up too much of your time, where you feel like you have to split it between you pursuing your business and also keeping food on the table. It's 2 and 2. And then, of course, Deion's battling. I don't want to give up my dreams. It's understandable. And to the point where they wanted to pursue their dreams, they were all the way living in a hotel with bed bugs. Their car got taken away, and that's when Rome realized that this is the man I want to spend the rest of my life with, because we have been to the gutter. We went all the way down to the bottom together. And how is it that we were at our lowest point and still was happy? We're happy living in this hotel with bed bugs. We ain't got no car. We got to take a bus. Ain't got no dime on our names as much. Like, if we still happy, Deion was like, this is the man I want to be with the rest of my life. And Rome, this is the man I want to be with the rest of my life. And that was really telling and really touching. I love that. Like, they're meant to be together. They really are. So, family dinner, they're talking about the task, and we bring up his sister, who wants to understand why you don't want to work a 9 to 5. And he said, because what I'm working on is bigger than that. She said, I know that, but you want to at least have something coming in, you know, so you got to worry about struggling. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to feel like how you guys have already said. Y'all have had to figure out if y'all going to have clients this week, if y'all going to be able to have the materials for clients. And they're in entertainment. So 9 times out of 10, having a chance to sing for a gig is not always, you know, up there. You might get booked a few times, or you might get booked for the whole month. There's no guarantee. And obviously, you know, it's the same thing that I understand as well, because he's pretty much saying, listen, the way that we work for our business, the way that we work in our lives, y'all not going to understand that, because you guys are not in our shoes. So what I say is what I say. You guys don't even support that. And of course, he gets really frustrated because it's just like, listen, nobody is tearing you down. Even Rome's mother wants to come in and say, listen, you got to have wisdom, and you got to have wisdom to know that you guys got to be smart about this. Deion say, listen, I know we got wisdom all day. God did not take us too far to leave us. He did not bless us all this way to leave us. Trust and believe. We got the wisdom, you know. And he gets really frustrated because they're going back and forth with the whole, you don't got to struggle to get to where you at. You can still do this. Deion's pretty much saying, listen, as much as y'all want to say that, you guys still don't live our lives. Y'all gonna be in our shoes. And then the way that we work at it is the way we work at it. Just respect it. Don't understand it. Just respect it. So he gets up and like he's out the door. I'm done. I'm done. He even shouts it. So obviously he comes out and he's crying. He's crying because he is really passionate about, you know, wanting people to understand this is how we live our life. And even though it's not your understanding, but at least respect how we want to do it. And his mother had to check him and say, listen, in the day, that wasn't necessary. You can have your opinion, but still listen to other people. And he said, listen, I am understanding you guys, but the reason why we feel like we have to do it the way we do it, because when it came out to reaching out to family, you guys weren't available, or you guys were living your own lives. And we did not want to pretty much burden y'all or take advantage of y'all or constantly ask y'all for help, because there's no telling you guys are going to be able to help us all the time. So we had to do what? Get it on our own, which is what I understand 100%. When it comes down to me and my husband trying to get our business to the ground, we feel like there's nobody else that can understand how we do things, because they might seem as if we're just, you know, neglecting everything, putting all our eggs in one basket. But no, we're looking at every single obstacle in our way of making sure it makes sense. And when you want to have a career and when you want to have a business, you do think about how much time you have to put in versus then making sure money is still coming into the table. It's hard because then you get so consumed making sure money is still coming in, you neglect your dreams. You neglect what you wanted to work on, your what you're passionate about, because you're so focused on being a provider, bringing money to the table, paying for bills, all that type of stuff. So he comes back and say, listen, I understand on that. I'm very touchy-feely when it comes to that whole 9 to 5 thing, because to him, it's kind of like saying, y'all don't support our dreams. Y'all don't support what we want to do. You just want to say, stop, this is a pipe dream. It's not going nowhere. Get a regular 9 to 5. So he comes back. He apologizes to everybody. And listen, Rome's mother wants to say, listen, when you walked out, I said, we can't say nothing and we can't make them do nothing they don't want to do. They're grown people. They're grown men. And it's just the same thing. Don't come up with a way you don't worry about struggling. Come up with a way you don't got to worry about figuring things out by yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it was. So then to move on to the other statement, where Deion is talking about the statement that Rome's mother made about, I don't think any parent want their child to be that. And she said, be that? Yes, be that. And then she admits, be gay? Yes, be gay. What is so wrong with your son being gay? She said, I didn't say nothing wrong with being gay. I just want my son being gay. Ding, 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 ding. AKA, you have a problem with your son being gay. That's just like with a whole lot of other parents. They will have so much support and so much understanding for someone else's child. When it's their child, all hell breaks loose. Oh, no, 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 not my baby, no. He's not that. She is not like that. And then they end up becoming the exact ignorant way towards their kids versus then them giving the advice of not being that way to someone else's kid. It's always a catch and it's always a flip side. When it comes to someone else's child, you want to be all understanding because that's not your child. When it's your child, you will deny, make up stories, come up with a way where it's not happening, it's just a phase. You will defend so you can't defend no more based off of you understanding and accepting what is happening in front of you. No. No, no, no. And Deion wanted to check her and say, listen, the fact that you want to say it's just like that, you know how people get killed by that statement alone? And she said, I don't care about nobody else getting killed. I don't care about that. I care about my son. So, considering the fact you don't care about anybody else hearing that type of statement, you're basically putting out that narrative that you don't care what happens to your son. Like, your son is an openly black gay man out here. And you are not even one of the people he can put in his corner that is accepting him. For Deion's family, of course his mother said yes, it took me some time to get adjusted, but I had to realize that the love of my son will never change what's going on with him. It will never change what he wants to be or what he can be. I love my son and I want him to be happy, and I can see he is happy. And Rome started to cry because he never loved himself. And he will go to his room, he will cry, he will ask God, why me? Why'd you make me this way? He will hate himself. And Rome just broke down and cried. And Deion came over to give him a hug. And it's just like, damn, Mom. Damn. You are pretty much putting a separation between you and your son because you're literally making him feel like he was a disappointment to you. Like all this time. You have never not loved your son more than any other time. And then when he told you he was gay, you just cut him off completely. All the time you loved him until he told you he was gay. That pretty much felt like the love that was taken from me when he became gay. The gay turned him. The gay turned my son from being who my son was. It's the gay fault. No, being gay is not a disease. You cannot catch it. It is something that they feel within themselves and they take on it, and they find a way to understand it. It's being trans, bisexual, pansexual. Something happens inside of them, and then they do question it. Is it supposed to happen to me? When they find out it is, hello, gates open, they're in a whole new light, and you have to love them. Not try to tear them down, not trying to change them. Love them for it. Then they talk about the differences of how when it comes to being gay, y'all always want to go to the church, go to the Bible to pray the gay away, or say how the Bible doesn't believe in this, and y'all will put so much focus on the hatred of being gay versus then everything else that the Bible talks about. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Hello. And then thou shalt have a baby out of wedlock. Like, seriously? You guys will never come down on a man who has had 6 baby mamas and say, oh, that's not wrong, but it's wrong, but it's not wrong of us to condemn him. Oh, it's not? Okay. Also, y'all will condemn a woman for having a baby out of wedlock if she's not married, but y'all won't condemn the man who she had a baby with. He was married. Y'all not going to say nothing about him? Oh, no, it's her because she's the one that's young and pregnant and don't have a man. That means she's meant to be stoned. Not going for this married man who preyed upon a woman who he knew was not his wife, a regular young woman, and he still went out his way to cheat on his wife and get her pregnant. Okay. And Rome said it. If I was a straight man, womanizing, getting every other female pregnant, fucking every woman, knowing that, don't have sex till marriage, I already cut that off. I'm having a whole lot of sex, and y'all not going to condemn me. Y'all not going to put me down for the cross, are you? Because y'all going to say that's kind of like, normal. At least he has a sexual attraction to a female. But no. Let him be gay. Let her be a lesbian. Let her be trans. It's all about she gonna burn in hell. God's gonna smite her. God's not gonna love you. Disobeying the God's law. Bullshit. Y'all put a lot of emphasis on what y'all don't like about homosexuality. It literally puts off on anybody being present in the church, because it's like, for real, this type of hate does not equate to all different types of hate that you guys automatically put blurred lines over. And y'all do. A lot of blurred lines on things that needs to be addressed more. I don't like that. It was really funny. It's really funny. I hate that. I really do. Day 2, in the meeting with Tracy, they did not believe that the task was going to be this in-depth, but Rome's mother practically saying she's ashamed of his son. And, it got frustrated at dinner. And then whole thing about a 9 to 5, because like I said before, they're entertainment. So the business is really hard, whether or not you can have a gig or not. And then having a business It's the same thing. It's a struggle, And what did she say? So it's a difference. It's a difference in understanding exactly what it means to live their lives in their shoes. So basically, Tracy said, listen, the goal is for you guys to not get them to understand you. The goal is for you guys to listen to them. They can say, you know what, y'all, we hear you. We understand your opinions, but can y'all just respect our decision? This is how we want to do it. And we will really respect it. We would really love if you guys would just respect it. Like I said, it's all about, we can hear your opinions all day, but don't get upset if we haven't taken any time. We haven't thought about it, because we do. But just respect it, because how is it that when you tell us about something you want to do and we give you our opinions, you want to probably chew us a new asshole because we say how we feel, but it's vice versa. We don't got to always understand your reasoning. We don't have to always understand how you want to do things, but we can at least respect it. Everybody's entitled to their own opinions, and everybody's also entitled to respect it as well. So then, they're also talking about their fathers being a part of their lives and not a part of it. Roman's father was there when he was born, but I think when he got older and also coming out as gay, I think the relationship kind of ceased, and they haven't addressed the issues that they've had, and when they do, it becomes too late. For Deion, he didn't live with his father. His father was practically, abandoned him when he was a baby. And it's the same thing. But the one thing that I did like was that the fathers showed more acceptance. Also, Deion's mother. They showed more acceptance than Rome's mother did. And, yeah. So, basically, they want to understand exactly, how to address everything. And he also wants to address his mother's homophobia because it affects him, and I could tell that it does. Rome practically goes into a bawling frenzy whenever he hears the disdain of her hate in the gay community, and she's pretty much putting her son in that category. When you say you don't like it, you're practically saying you don't like your son. You hate your son. So, two tasks: have a conversation with their father and also a conversation with Rome's mother. So they start the conversation with Rome's mother. And, where it got worse when she found out he was gay. And he felt disappointed. You hated him, and it never was the same. And she said she reacted out of anger, and she wished she paid more attention to him and his brother, and she also maybe felt like she could have identified what his identity was more. And then, of course, maybe if his father was there, been more attentive, it would have helped. He said, I don't think it would have. Because when he was 5, he felt that way. He had those feelings towards the same sex. And he would pray to God, say, why did you make me like this? Do you hate me? Literally, he would wake up, and then when he he pretty much got the answer that he prayed for. God made you this way, and you have to pretty much accept it, and he accepted it. So for the mom to try to place a male figure in his life, that means that he wouldn't have strayed towards being gay? No. It is not always a parent who be more, why am I blanking on this word? Basically, a parent that's shown up in the kid's life that's not going to turn to being gay. No, that's not always the case. It's just like how if you had a 2-parent household, then my son wouldn't be on drugs. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. It'd be vice versa. It'd be the environment, but also be what are you exactly teaching, and what exactly do your kids have company, and that they're pretty much, introducing in their lives, and that you guys are not, looking at it, paying more attention, and obviously finding ways of having conversations. Sometimes these parents today I believe parents today are having really hard times having tough conversations with their kids that they're afraid to have because maybe they don't know where to start, how to start, and where it could be understood. So, Tracy asks his mother, are you comfortable with him being gay? And are you going to the wedding? I thought she said yes because she wanted to support him, but I guess she said no. Because Tracy was really listening because she wanted to be sure she could be another ear of standby so they can talk. And she had to ask the mom the hard questions. Are you comfortable? Are you going to the wedding? Because she kept on debating left and right because she wants to support her son but don't want to support what the Bible say. wants to understand her son, but still wants to be for her beliefs. So Trace was like, girl, it's not always like that, because this is not about you. This is about Rome and Deion. You cannot put aside your beliefs or put down your Bible for 5 minutes and be just a loving mother. Oh no, you cannot. And so she said, listen, I know there are things I won't agree, but respect my feelings. And then, of course, you know, if you're not respecting your son or respecting his feelings, then you're not doing that, because you want to make sure that your beliefs are being heard. Trust and believe, Mom, they're being heard. As many times you said it throughout this episode, it is understood. But at the same time, you only get to see your son get married one time. Excuse me, you want the mother of the groom. Like, come on now. Really? There are a lot of memories you will not get back if you're constantly being on the defense of spreading your beliefs, which is understandable, but damn. Sometimes constantly standing firm in your beliefs, you miss out on a lot of moments that you wish you can have, and then you won't be like, I wish I was there. Well, you decided not to. And she apologizes for not respecting how he feels, and she's made gay comments, constantly throwing the Bible at him. And I'm happy that we can get here, because her main reason of coming was to mend their relationship. So at the end of the day, that's when she bring up, you know, if she was to go to family events and people would laugh at her. Listen, nobody gives a damn. Nobody cares. Nobody cares, and y'all will make it even harder for what it is. Y'all want to make it obviously known there's someone else in the family that's gay. Who cares? It's family. I will never look at my family differently. And I have members of the gay community in my family, and I don't look at them any differently. I love them. Want to be sure they're happy. That's all that matters. So it was a nice moment, and everybody's in the kitchen. The mama singing to Deion is a really nice moment. And now, you know, it's starting to... Oh, yeah, they're starting to have a conversation at the dinner table. And I think the mom asked Wallace, thank you for being here. It was a blessing. He said, I wouldn't have been here no way. You know, so there wouldn't have been no doubt that I would have came. And 4 years is a long time to not talk to your best friend, and that's what it was meant to Rome. And he instantly started to cry. I really don't know what happened between them. Was it him coming out as gay that caused a rift between them? But I feel like the father was understanding. Maybe it was hearing the mother, and maybe he didn't feel comfortable and didn't know where to stand firm on his beliefs. I don't know. But you know, but then he hugged his father. It was a really nice moment. He said, at the end of the day, I love you. You're my son. I support you no matter what. Nothing will ever change how I feel about you. It was a really good moment. And everybody was at the table crying. Everybody. So Deion talks to his father, and he doesn't know what it was like between him and his mother, because he was, you know, gone by the time he was a baby. You know, he pretty much felt abandoned. He went through a lot of pain and hurt. And apparently his father, with the gold teeth, his father was goldy, like rolled full of gold teeth. He said his father had a lot of issues that he had to work on, and when he got them done, he was going to come back. He paid for child support, so nobody had to come find him. But Deion said it wasn't financial issues that I had an issue with. It was you being there. But his father said, listen, I'm going to be here now. If you'll have me, he said, I have you. Let's start from here. I love that. So loving him and support him. Day 3. So having those deep conversations really opened some doors. It was nice to hear from both of them. But Rome believes that his mom might not come to the wedding, but there is a door open for hope. And she'll come around and, you know, try to make the relationship work for the better. For Ron's father, he got the clarity. He wasn't, you know, a burden. He wasn't loved, and he needed to hear it. Like, it wasn't you that I left. I think it was something else. Maybe it was, you know, the disappointment he felt in his mother when it came down to not accepting him being gay. It had to have been something, because he said it wasn't him. It wasn't him at all. And, you know, his father, he never wanted to feel like his father was a runaway of, you know, where my father went away because my son being gay. That wasn't it at all. That was not it at all. So, yeah, and it was a breakthrough that he felt like, you know, his father didn't run away because he was gay. I love that. So the blessing ceremony, everybody says yes because they got clarity on what they wanted to learn and everything. And then, of course, when it gives to his mother has to give a lesson to say, I'm going to stick to my beliefs and say, God bless you. They want to know, what did you mean by that? I mean, God bless you. I'm going to stick firm to my belief. I'm going to stick firm to the will of God and say, God bless you. I pretty much don't support this union, but God bless you. Okay, that was a very nice going around way of saying this union is not supported. This union is a recipe for disaster. This union is a disgrace against God, but God bless you. Okay, so both Deion and Rome understood that they can't force a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, they knew coming in there, everybody was not going to say yes. They knew the main one was his mother. So we hear you. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to force you into saying yes for this, because at the end of the day, we're going to still go through what we want to go through, which is for us to get married. Thank you. So obviously, I think the mom had a frown the entire time after everybody said yes and she still said no. Family fiance, we get the update. Oh, yes, and they also say, however you guys feel when it comes to the wedding, we really want you guys to come and support. We will leave the door open for anybody who want to come in and take this journey with us. The wedding comes up, and they're super excited about it. This is the update. And, of course, his mother still has a tense relationship with him still being gay and entering the gay marriage. And his father, both fathers are in a better place. They're communicating almost daily. And that was the end of the episode. This was a really good episode. I enjoyed it. I really did. But that's it, you guys. Please stay tuned for the next video. And once again, happy Halloween. Bye.